what it is your boy Town Biz. So I thought I would take some time out. I got about 10 minutes here. I'm just about to go leave right quick, make a quick one. Um, with that being said, I wanted to take a little bit of time to talk about the current situation that's going on with Mr. LeBron James and how it appears to be no takers at this moment from him. You've been hearing everything from possibly Philly to Golden State, possibly um, Pistons, a few other teams out there, and yet you haven't really heard any serious takers for LeBron James. And I think you have to wonder, does anybody at this point want LeBron James and what comes with dealing with LeBron James? Somebody said it best that I was speaking with. Maybe if this was, you know, 5, 6 years ago, maybe there would be a lot of interest for LeBron James, but LeBron James will be 42 going into this season. You know, it's clearly evident and factual that LeBron James' best years are behind him. And I think anybody with common sense knows that yes, play at he can still play at a high level, but come on, the LeBron James of 10 years ago, no, no, gone, long gone. And I think it's to the point now where the league is ready to move on from LeBron James. Just like any league, you have to move on from a guy who's quote unquote the face of the league, and you have to move on from him to move the next guy in or the next guys in. I think now I don't think there's just going to be one specific guy now. I think they want to have a variety now. I think on one hand they may be pointing towards SGA, but based off what happened with this season and how he turned a lot of fans off to him based off his constant flopping and blading flopping, he turned a lot of fans off to him. And of course, you could have Victor Wembanyama, of course, the Fion, you know, but still, he'll only be going into year four. Then you still have the current guys. You still have Luca. You still have Anthony Edwards. You still have those type of dudes. So I don't think it's just gonna be one clear cut guy because you can make an argument that LeBron was never the clear cut guy because you can make an argument at one time Kevin Durant was the best player in the league. You definitely can make an argument that Steph Curry was the best player in the league. You can make an argument, that Giannis was in the conversation. So it was never really a clear cut guy, even though LeBron James has a lot of, stands and fans that will just say it has to be him and nobody else. But it's crazy. It is crazy to just see that there's not any takers for for him, you know. And if he's forced to go back to the Lakers, I think he should just I think he should just retire because it will finally hit him right in the face that nobody is interested in him at this point. He's 41 years old, and his fans have to understand that, and he has to understand that. And a lot of baggage comes with dealing with LeBron James when you have him signed to your team. You know, not just him alone. You have to deal with Rich Paul, the entourage, the other stuff. Then possibly you may have to have his, son along with him. And I just think a lot of teams don't want to deal with that. Just not now. Not at this point. Not at this point. Because LeBron James has slowly but surely lost a big portion of the leverage that he once had. He doesn't have that type of juice anymore. And I think that he needs to come to that realization. It's the same thing, and it's the same thing with Tom Brady. I think Adam Silver, I think the league, I think even a lot of these owners are just tired of him. it's the same thing that you saw happen with Tom Brady when you had Tom Brady sitting up saying, "Hey, I might play till I'm 50," and it just got to the point to where Roger Goodell and behind the scenes and the rest of the owners just said, "Hey, man, you need to go, Tom. Enough is enough. Okay, enough is enough. You won 7 Super Bowls. You made who knows? You probably made probably half a billion dollars. By the time Tom Brady is like 55 years old, Tom Brady will be a billionaire if he doesn't reach billionaire status before that. He's taking care of his money. He's made good investment. He has a lot of endorsements. So, he has like that $300 million deal, as a broadcaster. So you're just seeing the same thing with LeBron James. People are just had it up to here with him. And all this stuff that some of his biggest supporters are talking about, oh, LeBron James, he just want to wait till the conclusion of the World Cup. LeBron James isn't the type of dude that wants to wait till something is over because LeBron James has too big of an ego. LeBron James thinks that the media and the world is centered around him. So if he had an announcement to make, he would make it. He's the type of dude that would make an announcement while something like that is, at the climax. And by the way, I hope Argentina doesn't win. Fuck Argentina. But real talk, which I got a video coming out about them. So stay tuned. And don't get me wrong, I have nothing that serious against LeBron James, but he's done some shit that rubbed me the wrong way and said some shit uh that's rubbed me the wrong way. But I just think the biggest LeBron James fan has to understand. I'm gonna say this again. The man is 41 years old. December 29th, he will be 42 years old. You know, that's just how sports works. That's how leagues work. They always have one guy that they center the league around, one, two, three, four guys that they center the league around, and they make him like the face of the league. And then after a while, another guy comes in. Then they see the potential in him. They see his marketability, how they can market him to a mass audience, and then they start building that dude up. That's what these leagues are about: building players and trying to promote the most marketable dude. And LeBron had that for years. LeBron had that for arguably, 15 plus years. But I can say this, real talk. There is an argument on whether LeBron James was the best. This is why I don't think he is the undisputed GOAT as some of his fans would like for him to be. Because like I said, there's an argument, was he was he ever the best player, during his era? There's a lot of names you could throw in there. That's just real talk. And I just named those names. So there you have it. But anyway, just wanted to get my point across. Got to make this run. I'll be back soon. It's your boy Town. I'm out.